Hello, everyone. I'm early. I'm real early for once, y'all. I'm like super early. Oh, throw some music on until people get here. We'll just hang back and chill. Because that's what we're doing tonight. Just chilling with the fishes. I really need to put that other light on this tank. Hey, Jen. Pounce groups. Oh. The fish are finally eating again. I'm very happy about this. Yeah, I did go a little early. When I was, it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I was ready. Kids were, skedaddled, so I was like, woohoo! Grapes and gropes. And if you shrink them, they're called raisins. Hey, squab. Oh, but yeah, the 29 gallon is kind of bouncing back now. Whatever ran through the tank has run its course, and this is, we're not left with much, but they're gonna bounce back. Peter is chilling in a 10-gallon tank right now, uh, till we get him moved outside. So they're coming tomorrow to do my to start to start the HVAC work on my house, the process of getting it fixed, which is fun. It was an unexpected situation. But yeah, we're gonna have central air again and heat, which is also gonna help the tanks because it gets kind of to the extreme hot in the summer here, and then when we do get cold, you don't have heat. That sucks. So I mean, in Georgia, it never really actually gets cold. So I like their non-pruned versions. I'm a big fan of plums. But yes, Peter is chilling in his own little tank right now, and the Formosas are still in quarantine. They're doing good. Had a slight issue with them, probably stressed out from the shipping. It's gonna be my guess on that one. But I did put them a methylene blue and salt treatment in, so they're doing good. Hey, Ninja Cat Ninja. Nope, you're not late. I'm early. I'm real early. I'm real early. So, you know, I got ahead of myself tonight, scurrying around and got everything done. So, yeah, these little guys are doing good. They're looking a lot better. Mostly gonna see, Darth's babies swimming around because that's about what's left. And Darth's, I think it was probably his younger brother that made it through. He looks kind of like Darth, but no spots. And we got one mama fish left, so she's actually doing better. So everyone's, the tanks. There is hope for this tank yet, but they are getting big. And see, they're eating, so that's a good sign. I'm happy about that. The snails are always eating. The snails will forever eat. I have to get the pest ones out of here. They're That's probably what I'm going to do tomorrow while they're in here. While they're in here fixing my air conditioner tomorrow. So, oh yeah. Eventually, I will have some time where my house is not getting this year. Caesar had to go. They did, squad. They did. They Caesar Durf right out of that tank. But uh, what else is going on in the aquatic division this week? Well, we're still waiting on the rest of the hummingbirds to show up. Like two have shown up. I thought there were more, but it's just the same two little guys hitting the feeder. So, you know, see plums. I'd rather have a ripe, juicy plum. Come on. Oh, but yeah, these guys are doing their thing. They're like, there's food, we're gonna find it. Okay, so we've been having internet issues um the past few days, and it's actually something like all my neighbors have been dealing with it. Like for some reason, like our internet's just like keeps cutting out, coming back on. So if I drop, it's the internet. Exactly. See, and you know what? I did see the juju fishes, and I kind of want some of those too. And I think one of my kitties is singing the song of his people again. He is like, I am going to sing the song of the cats, and I'm going to sing it right now. Oh, now you're going to stop. Make me look silly. Okay, kitty. All right, let me go put the kitty up, and I will be right back, y'all. You know, Juju, I kind of have to disagree with you. I have seen the juju fishes. They are real. If it, hey fish, send me the picture on Discord, and I'll pull it up, see if I can remember how to screen share again this week. I am assuming that if they're named juju fishes, they are magic and delicious. The snails are even parasnailing again, y'all. See, I'm really excited that they are being back to their normal happy selves. I did not like it when they were sick. It brought me great stress. Great stress. I was sad when I heard Sean ran off though with them. I was like, I want some juju fishes. Well, you have to go somewhere tomorrow, and I need to talk to you about that too. Pick me up some snacks while you're there. I'm assuming you meant the store. That's what I'm assuming. Oh, so, oh no, I love a good sale, and I am, I am a girl, female. I like to shop. It's in my DNA, I think. I guess I am totally drinking a big old cup of bubble water. Thank you very much. Speaking of finding stuff, I do need to find. I need to find a health food store where I can go get some spirulina tomorrow for the other little fishies. Yeah, if it was storming, not going to a sale in a storm, that negates everything. Oh man, was it World Donkey Day? Man, please don't tell my sister-in-law that. She is dying to get a donkey, and I keep telling her we can't really own one. One of the people on the road that we live off of has a donkey, and she keeps threatening to go steal that thing. I don't know how far she'd get. I don't know where she'd put it, but she keeps threatening to do it. I will do that. I need to go get a coffee grinder too, but not for coffee, but for fish food. Because there's a hack with duckweed, right? So I have mountains of duckweed. I have so much duckweed, I don't know what to do with it except for compost it. But apparently, if you dehydrate it, which I have a nifty dehydrator now, I can dehydrate it and then I can grind it down into a powder and turn it into a fish food. And then, bam, I get a fish food out of it and the compost. Rose Beast does enjoy the duckweed. Rose Beast gets a lot of duckweed. So I cut Rose Beast down to about knee height. Last fall, yeah, she's already back 10 feet in the air. So yeah, Rose Beast loves the fish tank water because that has been her primary plant food for like the past 6 months. So I can't wait to see what my tomatoes are going to look like when I start giving them the tank water. They're going to grow like little tomato beasts. Ooh, and cucumbers. This is going to be like, yeah, Rose Beast does want Darth. Rose Beast is coming for Darth. I've been real tempted to take a clipping of her. Whoa, look, that was the snail. Got a little carried away there. He really wanted that green bean. Take a clipping of the Rose Beast and send it to Darth. That rose is crazy. And you know what? I actually have a Starbucks at the top of the street from where I live. It's actually okay. I can get to a Starbucks in 10 minutes, but if I go to the grocery store, it takes half an hour. Make it make sense. I don't understand it. The grocery store being closer than the Starbucks would make sense. This, yeah, I don't understand. Like, they keep putting all these new things in up the road from us, but no actual stores. It doesn't make sense. I'm thinking eventually we will have a Walmart up there. It's just a matter of time. Starbucks isn't even that good. That is interesting history right there. Sold the first Coca-Cola at Jacobs Pharmacy in Atlanta in 1886. And a year after that, Squab, my grandfather was born in 1887. And then they moved from Virginia to Texas. And my dad would move back to Georgia in the 1940s. No, 1950s. So yeah, it's like crazy. Coca-Cola was sold like the year before my grand. That's creepy. I'm not that old. I know everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, you've got to be ancient." I'm not that old. I'm only 45. Come on. But that is interesting. I agree. That was some great like history right there. I Okay. I used to be an avid Coca-Cola collector. I used to collect everything Coca-Cola. Loved Coca-Cola stuff, right? Hey, Nikki, good to see you. But yeah, I did. I used to collect everything related to Coca-Cola. And then it was in the 90s. Was it like 92, 91, 92 when the Braves went to the World Series, they had commemorative cans for it. I think this is when I stopped collecting Coca-Cola stuff because I realized like some people just, are yeah. But I had gotten a couple of the commemorative cans for them winning the World Series, right? Or going to the World Series, the playoffs, whatever it was. And my dad had one of his employees needed a place to stay. And my dad was the type of person that helped everyone. Like if you needed help, my dad was that guy. Hey Sean. And so my dad gave the employee my room and made me bunk with my sister for a while. And I took all of my stuff except in my room I had a fireplace and I had a mantle and that's where I had all my collectible stuff at. And I didn't think to move it because, he wasn't supposed to be staying in my room for that long, so I didn't think I needed to take all of my stuff out. But when he left, I went in my room and I noticed my Coke cans were gone. So I went and I asked my dad, and he asked the guy where the Coke cans had gone because they were collector's items. And he was like, "Oh, I drank those." The problem was, is like they were over like 2 years old at that point. So yeah, it was a thing. Yeah, you know, I was able to find one with my husband's name on it, with Brian's name on it. I am gonna have to special order one with my name on it. 'Cause we did okay. I know I said I wasn't gonna collect any more of that stuff, but when they came out with the names on them, I did get like the one that said Dad and the one that said, because we found my sister's name on it, we found his name on it. I found one of the kids' names on there, but yeah, couldn't find mine anywhere. It's like I wonder why. So I've also I know some of like the diet drinks they're making now without like the aspartame and like the super artificial sweeteners in it, but you can get it made with the stevia in it. I've been wanting to try that because, sugar, too much of it, not a good thing. And I do love a good Coke, especially from a fountain. And yeah. But if you're saying Coke Zero was not no, then I'm gonna stay away from the Coke Zero. They are actually a lot more active than they were like the past 2 weeks. So really glad you came this time where they're actually doing stuff like, parasailing. It is better in glass bottles. And I need to start remembering to get the camera out and actually take pictures when I find them. But I have started seeing some of the bigger baby mystery snails popping out, and they're not quite, um, they're like half tea size right now. That was a double pair of snail right there. Oh, they found a green bean. They heard it was green bean night, so now they're all like racing over to get the beans. I'm gonna have to try the Coke Zero now. I'm hoping in my little batch of mystery snails I get some more blue ones. I'm definitely gonna have some ivory ones. I lost two of my older snails a couple of weeks ago, but they were over a year old and they were kind of, I'd had them for a year. So why are y'all carrying? They have carried a plant along with them. They are about BB size now. They are so tiny. And I can tell them from the other, like the ram's horn snails, because they look like little balls, and like their foot is white or purple versus brown or red. So a snail, I believe I read, could live up to 2 years. Yeah, see, lifespan 1 to 2 years. Ram's horns, just multiply. It's like you blink and there's two. So those are infinity snails. You can have them forever. Mystery snails, that's a mystery. But that is a long lifespan for a snail. Um, Heck, some hamsters don't even get 2 years. They really should. I mean, really. They really, really should. Ram's horns just, like I said, you blink, you have like 10 more of them, and you're like, which one was the original one? Because they're all the same size. I wonder if it's because I have that. I really should have restarted my internet before I started streaming tonight. Sorry, guys. I know I was having issues with it. Oh no, I know what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to go live on Rumble with this one tonight too, and I totally forgot. Okay, so starting next week, I'm gonna go live on YouTube and Rumble. Um, where is the bulb? Yeah, the bulb is in. The bulb has migrated back. Where did the bulb go? Hmm, that's a good question. Okay, yes. Okay, so I am getting ready to rumble, y'all. I kind of think maybe the plants need fertilizer, but I don't know exactly. I don't know what's going on because I have three tanks right now with Apogee and bulbs in them. The next live stream I go live, I will show you the first one that I put in the tank. It is huge. It is growing to the top of the tank it's in. The second one I put in was like literally 5 hours after the first one. I popped it in the 29-gallon. I don't know why I waited so long to do that, but I did. I popped one in the 29-gallon and I popped one in my plant holding tank. The ones in the 29 in the holding tank, still only have about 3-4 leaves on them, and they're very small. Oh, thank you, Nikki. And so I don't know what's going on in. Obviously, there's like this tank isn't like got nutrients built up in it, so like the plants aren't like going crazy in here. And there's some type of nutrient built up in that other tank. I gotta figure out how to balance that. I may just have to drain the whole tank and put all fresh water in it. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm still trying to figure that out. But yeah. Aquatic plants have become quite a like weird fascination of mine right now. Trying to figure out, when's exactly the right time to trim them and propagate them. Like on this little guy right here that's on this piece of wood, right? Sorry. Touched the camera, I shouldn't have done that. If you look at this top leaf up here, I know all the duckweed is swirling around, but it has a new plant growing from it. And at some point, I need to take that plant off and attach it to something else. But I don't think now is the time to do that because there was on another leaf, I had the same thing happen. I took that one off and attached it to a piece of lava rock, and that one died. Yeah, I don't think the 20 needs any fertilizer. And thank you, Nikki. If you have Rumble, I need to follow you over there too as well. It is a Java Fern baby. That one that I took off, that one just didn't grow anymore. But I did put it in this tank. I probably should have popped it over in the 20-gallon tank. So and the plants are growing in this tank. It's just not like I would expect them to. Even the plant holding tank is growing faster than this one. I'm just very baffled as to what's going on. Cycling a tank has been a lot harder than I have come to realize. So, yeah. Whee! More snails. More pair of snails. And Nikki, I have told everyone that like comes over and sees my tanks. Like I sit here for hours and just watch them. I could watch the fish swim like all day. I can't do that, but I could really sit here and zone out and just watch them. The snails are my favorite thing to watch, especially when they get going and when you first put food in the tank, they come to get it because they do. They just start falling out of all their places, and diving in to get it. It's kind of crazy. They say snails don't have brains, but I'm kind of questioning that. Well, if you need fish, we could probably get you set up. They do. They really do. Like all of them do. From the ram's horns to the mystery snails to the little bladder snails. It's like food is like, woohoo! We can have babies now. I'm really happy to see the Corys back being active again. I was really worried about them. That would be so funny if they did. Let's see if I can scoot this guy over just a little, just a little slide. Whee! I think that was just a little baby parasnail right there. Nope, that was a scoot. Oh, sorry, y'all. I am gonna put some more plants. See, and that's the other thing. I want to add some more plants to this tank, but I'm a little afraid to. I may also need to get some root tabs for this tank. That is one noticeable difference I have noticed with this tank versus my 20. There's not been any off-gassing in the soil, so that's been nice. But at the same time, I think the plants are struggling with it a little, but fertilizer can take care of that. I do have some leaf zone that I could put in here, which may help things along. So I'm going to fertilize the tank, and then next week we'll see what happens here. Because I'm also concerned because I put a pothos in this tank too. Because I have one in the 20, I have one in my 5 gallon, um, and they're both taking off. But this one has yet to root. So I'm a little concerned there. I did have it over by the heater, so I was wondering if like maybe the heat was affecting it. So I moved it to the other side of the tank. I don't know. These are issues. These are the issues I am having recently. Well, this one is not doing that, so I don't know what's going on with it, but we're gonna see if moving it helped. And I'll go ahead and add some of the leaf zone. There's like 4 of them. I need to show that to you. Hang on. I'm gonna stop the cam real quick and move it towards you so you can see the pothos real quick. And then I'll put the camera back. See, I made sure that there was enough of it in there with nodes to where it could form a root. and it's just not doing it. So I'm thinking there may not be enough like nutrients in this tank. That is a root on the very bottom because it looked like it was like the snails were eating on it, so I wasn't sure if that was actual roots because the other roots don't look like that. I need to show you the Okay, so that does look like a root. Okay, it's a lot smaller than the root on my other one, but you know, okay, cool. I was getting very concerned. I was like, man, this thing's gonna die if it doesn't start rooting soon. Like I've had it in here over like almost 2 weeks. He's a little limp, so I've been worried about that. Like the other ones are all perky and like, like woohoo, and this guy's just kind of like, meh, I'm just hanging out here. He's like a nice big cutting of that one too. Like it's already like kind of long. So I've already got it hanging up on the where the shelf was. So where I could wrap him around as he grows. So the goal is to have him completely covering the top of this aquarium in due time. Okay, so that's the plan. We're gonna fertilize this tank up. I'm good. You know what? You say it's good. I'm going with y'all. You and Nikki say y'all both think that looks like a root. So I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna leave him just as he is. Just give him a little bit more time. I really think some fertilizer will help the whole tank, like with everything going on. It went from being really stocked to not stocked. Like I mean, I still have a lot of snails in here. Don't get me wrong, but the fish capacity went way down real quick. Except for the Corys. Corys are still good. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna let this go for probably about another 10 minutes, and I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. I do not know what time the HVAC guys are gonna get here tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to get to bed a little earlier than normal tonight. Yeah, and I mean the baby. I'm really um with the baby guppies. I was concerned about them because I had a lot, and a lot of them did, die off when everyone got sick. But these guys are doing really good, and they're eating, and they're constantly looking for food. So, I with having the Scipia and raising those baby fish for the past, 9 months that I had them, I'm pretty sure all of these are going to make it. There's one I'm kind of concerned about. He's a little guy. He swims kind of jerky. Um, that guy I'm going to have to keep an eye on. He may even go to his own little tank till he gets a little bigger. That way he's not having to compete with food for food. But if I can get him out, that's the other thing. If I can catch him. But the rest of them all look good. Like they're swimming good, they're eating. Hopefully, they got a little bit of a stronger immunity than what the last ones had from whatever happened. I really think it was the soap, though. I really think that was my fault. I think that was keeper error, not anything on fish part. I have this one set at 70. This one is at 70. Only because it is close to a window and it does get some light. Okay, go to 76. Okay, I will crank that up then. Oh, well then I'm not going to bed early. Maybe I just canceled it out then. Alright, I will crank that thermostat up here in just a minute. That thermometer goes up to 93 degrees. That would be one hot tank right there. I'm not gonna turn my tank up to 93 degrees. I did think about putting a second, like two heaters in, two smaller ones in this tank, and then keeping them both, relatively the same temperature. That way it would be more evenly heated. That was my little crazy Corey that likes to swim around. He's always almost jumping out of the tank. He is the reason I do not take the lid off this thing. That and a cat would end up in the tank. Okay, I will crank that thermostat up then too, because I have a small one in there that I think it's got temperature settings on it. If not, I'll just switch them out to one I can get a little higher. Yep, I can kind of make it like a crock pot in there, but I'm not going to cook the fish. Luckily, all these fish are tropical, so warm temps they can kind of handle. The Corys are fun to watch. This group, they do kind of, go to the surface right now a little bit more than they have in the past. When like everyone had gotten sick, they were like constantly shooting up there. I was a little worried about that, so took all the duckweed out of the top of this tank, and yeah, it's like they swim around now, but they're not going up there and trying to jump out of the tank anymore. That makes sense. I do need to go get the bloodworms. I've got to go get their frozen food this week, and I have to go get frozen food, and then there was something else I was going to do with fish this week, besides, start working on the other tanks. All right, y'all. Well, I am going to wrap this up for tonight, and hopefully, if they're not banging around over here all day. Oh, yeah, that's right. Microworm culture. Need to contact her about that. Yeah, if they're not banging around here all day tomorrow, I may just put the tank on at some point and just let it stream. So if you just want to watch the fish swimming, it'll be on. But I will see y'all probably Saturday or Sunday for another stream. Y'all have a good week. Stay safe. And and I will see y'all later. Bye.